Hello everyone, this is Samson from Ross IELTS Academy, and today we'll be looking at IELTS Listening Test Section 2, dealing with the map questions. Yes, that tricky part. Alright, here's what we want to do today. I will give you a quick overview of what the IELTS Listening Section 2 is all about, and then we will learn together how to deal with map questions, which seems to be hard and quite challenging for so many of you. Oh, and we will take a test together so that you can see how you should apply the tips that I'm teaching you on the exam day. Okay then, in section 2 of the IELTS listening test, you always hear a monologue.
Now let me give you some idea of the layout of the farm.
And you'll be answering 10 questions from that. You will face different question types in this section, like multiple choice, filling the gap, table, and map. Today, we're focusing on that map part, and it can be a layout of either a farm, a library, a museum, or a shopping mall, among other things. So, obviously, to answer this question type properly, you need to know the 4 directions: north, south, east, and west. Besides, you should understand the direction the speaker gives you, like go straight ahead, go along, keep going, turn left or right, head left or right, take the first left or right, turn or go back, cross, go past, and also the common language related to locations like opposite, across, from, along or off, on the right or on the left, on the right side or on the left side, on the corner, at the top or at the bottom, in the middle or at the center, close to, near, in the vicinity of, adjacent to, next to, beside, etc. I know that you find this kind of question very challenging and tricky, but if you get familiar with this type of language and practice the tips that I will teach you in just a bit, you'll be good to go. Now, to understand everything better, let's look at an example, and I will give you explanations on that. As you may know, the very first thing you should do in map questions is to look at the given instructions, which are at the top. The instructions say, for example, label the map below. Choose 5 letters from the box and write the correct answer next to the questions 11 to 15. So basically, you need to say where the meeting room is. It could be number 13 or 12, maybe. My suggestion to you before doing anything is to mark the map with directions in big letters. Write N as north, E as east, W as west, and S as south. By doing this, you will easily follow the speaker when he or she says, for example, on the northern part of the library or on the west side of the reading room. Then you have to identify the features on the map. This helps you to navigate easily. For example, in this case, you see that on the map we have reading room, science, staff space, fiction, oversized books, and printing services. But remember, there is one more important sign on the map, which is entrance. It is very important to know that the speaker will always start from here to give you the directions. So pay attention to this, which is your starting point. If you're taking the paper-based IELTS exam, circle the main features and pay attention to those words when the speaker gives you the instructions, because they are your key words. The second thing to know, which is a very good one, is that in the map questions, the answers always come in the same order as the numbers, which means that first you will hear the response for number 11, and then 12, 13, 14, and 15. It means they will never say, for example, Where could number 15 be? And then talk about number 13. Okay, let's do this together now.
Our turn to Section 2. Section 2. You will hear the director of a library talking to a group of students who are visiting the library. First, you have some time to look at questions 11 to 15. As you listen to the first part of the talk, answer questions 11 to 15.
Okay guys, so here we are at the main entrance of the library. My name is Rose, and I'd like to tell you a bit about different sections of the library. I suppose you all have a map in front of you. Well, as you see, the printing service is just on your right as you go in. And crossing this, the first room above that has an excellent collection of atlases and is also a place where people can read or study peacefully. Opposite the printing services on the left, there is a room where we have up-to-date periodicals such as newspapers and magazines. This room also has public computers in case you want to do some research. If you carry straight on, you'll arrive into a large room which is the staff space. Crossing this area next to the reading room, you'll find the meeting room. And before entering that, next to the science shelves, you can see the local tourist attractions. We have planned to add a reference desk there very soon. Oh, I forgot to say that the door next to the fiction shelves is the children's library, which has a good collection of stories and picture books. Then there's a large room to the right of the library area next to the atlases where you can find amazing books in huge sizes, which are mainly about local history. Okay, this is it. Now you can use the map and look around the library.
Did you see? The speaker wanted to distract you by giving extra information. However, by keeping the track of the keywords and knowing the direction language, you could handle it properly. So, practice, practice, and practice, because practice makes perfect. And to work more on standard listening questions, you can visit our website, www.rossielts.com, to get access to our IELTS Listening Question Bank for free. And by the way, by visiting our website, you can enroll in our wonderful bronze, silver, or VIP courses to become our next successful candidate by getting a nice high band score in your IELTS exam. How about that? I wish you the best of luck and see you in the next videos. Stay tuned, everyone.